And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a game called The King of All Bards. You want to be the king of all bards. This takes place in a fantasy world where you're some sort of bard, going around from bar to bar, from pub to pub, singing your songs, trying to get enough fans. And that's a game that takes up to 8 players. A lot of people can fit into this one. And what astounded me when I first opened this game was just how cool the components for the game were. So that was kind of exciting, and it looked like a parody, like they have song titles here. Nothing compares to Boost, Smells Like Tea and Spirit, Bar Issue, Let It Grow, or Let Her Grow, Beat Dreams Are Made of Bliss, etc., etc. So that sounded all fun and interesting. Let's see if the game is. At the beginning of the game, each player is going to pick one of the bards. Helga the Brave, Slav the Magnificent, and so on and so forth. They each come with a different color. You're going to get a standee of that person. You're going to get a bunch of fans of that person. They're just some discs of that color. A die that matches your color, and a deck of cards. Players are all going to start with one person here in the town square, one of their fans here, and you'll pick another pub where to put one fan. To win the game, you need to have 5 tips. Everyone starts with one of them. And you need to have fans in 5 different pubs. If you do that, you win. Each round of the game, players are going to take their die and secretly pick the number of the pub you're going to sing in. Once everyone does that, you reveal them, and everyone will send out their people to the different pubs. Now, again, this can be up to 8 players, so there can be a lot of people out in the different pubs. If multiple people go to the same pub, so let's say in this case 2 people here went to the same pub, and 2 here, they have a duel. And then whoever wins the duel will get a small reward, a tip or a card or something, or a fan, and everyone else is sent to the middle where they'll perform there. Then each person will perform songs. Now, when you perform songs, everyone has a hand of cards, and you have different cards in your deck. You have these trick cards, which cost a certain number of tips, and you can play them like this. Move your bard to the square. Discard a card, put a fan in any location. After you successfully sing a drinking song, gain 1 tip for each of your fans in the pub. So you have these different tricks, but you also have songs in the pub. The Real Fool Shady, Drinking Out Loud, Somebody That I Used to Haul, Jester's Paradise, Gangman Style, Another Drink Is the Goal, I'll Be Tricking You, The Way I Jam, Joker Face, anyway. So you'll pick one of these songs whenever you're singing, and you're going to be rolling a die. And each song is a different type. So you can see this is kind of a drinking song, and it's a cheerful song. So they have these different types on them. If you have one of those types on you, you're going to get a bonus to that. If you're in a tavern, that matches that kind. So this is the Lady Zara's Ballroom. They like love songs in this particular one. You'll get a bonus. And then for each of your fans there, you'll get a bonus. You'll then roll a die, and you need to get a total, including bonuses, of 5 or 6 to succeed. And you can sing multiple songs if you want to. Rewards can be more fans, they can be getting tips, or more cards. And that's it. After everyone has done this, you'll go around and do it again. There's a few other rules. You can, if you don't like the luck in this game, you can give everyone some modifier chips to start with that you can play on rolls. If there's ever more fans in an area than there are players, so this is an 8-player game here, so if there's more than 8 fans, you throw everyone into the brawl bag, all the fans. One of them gets beat up and sent into the middle. And then again, there's all kinds of trick cards that you can play that will do various things. Force someone else to re-roll a die. Play after you unsuccessfully sing a song, discard any number of song cards, you gain that many tips. So there's all kinds of cards can be played. And again, it's the songs here. Hexy and I Know It, Slav, Will Always Love You, It's Raining Cans, Moon Talker, Call Me Baby, so on and so forth. That's the game. First person to get to the goal, 5 fans in 5 different pubs, and 5 tips is the winner. The components for this game are phenomenal. For example, these are some of the best dice that I've ever seen in a game. They match the colors perfectly. They're really well done dice. The cards themselves are really good quality, and it's a lot of fun. As you look at the different songs, Under the Ditch, All About That Trace, Stump Around, See Youth Again, Calling from the Deep, Drink Hallelujah, I Feel Loot. And if you don't know what the songs are, which is quite possible because I don't think anyone knows every song, in the book there's some QR codes you can scan to go see what the actual songs are that these are making fun of. These are really good. These things here, the different pubs, the artwork's really well done, good quality here, the bag is nice, just everything about this game really screams quality. And again, I just like the various colors and how all the stuff on them matches. So here's the deal. For me, this just isn't a great game. Not even close, really, and there's a lot of problems with it, but mostly it's just luck. I pick a tavern. I'm probably going to go to a tavern where I don't have a fan. I'm probably going to go to a tavern that I have a song for in my hand. Then I fight somebody else, but it comes to the rolling of the die. And then even if you do roll well, a lot of people can play trick cards for you, and woe betide you, you play an 8-player game of this. It's just crazy randomness. And I think for a lot of people looking for strategy games, there's pretty much no strategy in here. Yeah, sure, you can say, but you could do this, this, and this. Yeah, whatever. At the end of the day, you're down to die rolls and bad cards played on you by opponents. It's the very definition of a take-that game. Then you combine that with the fact that some people will be pretty annoyed that there will be a few folks at the table who will sing every song on every card. In fact, the game rules kind of encourage you to do that. And yet I don't hate it. You know, because I think the theme is funny. Yeah, I'm not going to say that I want to play this all the time, but if people were there and they wanted to play it, I could be persuaded to do so. Because yes, the parody stuff is funny. Yes, the components really are well done. And I would just probably not play with more than, say, 5 and go into it not really caring who won, just to have a good time. You do that, the game works. And I do know there's going to be a certain group of people who are really going to get into this because they're going to be happily singing the songs. They're going to be having fun playing cards on each other. I just can't get over necessarily that at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you play. So, the king of all bards, again, man, Kickstarters, look at this. This is how your game should look. And it's probably for a very different audience than myself. It's just that this kind of game feels like an older game, the kind of game I used to play. Now I don't mind luck in games, but I want there to be a little bit more control, and this game just has none. If you roll 1, you fail. No matter what, an epic fail. You might succeed and then someone else plays a card on you. The idea of spending tips but you also need to get them to win the game, moving things around, it's a really huge chaotic mess. But it's a silly, funny, chaotic mess sometimes. So that's the king of all bards. You should be able to tell right now from the review whether you'll like it or not. For me, it's kind of more on the nah side, but I still think the theme is fun. Dice Tower Judgment, it's not that great of a game, but it does hit the spot once in a while.